What is up, people on the interwebs? Hope you're having a great day. We're back with some more spooky stuff, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different, something a bit more interactive between you and I. And today I'm going to tell you some spooky riddles, and let's see if you guys can figure them out. So let's bring on the spooky atmosphere and let's see if you can solve these spooky Halloween riddles. So before we begin, I'm going to tell you 3 spooky riddles, and I will have a section at the end of the video where you can pause it and you can try to figure it out for yourselves and see if you can get the correct answer. And then at the end I shall reveal to you all 3 answers. Let's begin. So riddle 1 is called The Old Man. So I had been living with this old man for 3 months. One day he was arrested from the police. They made me go with them as well. They took me to a restaurant and asked if I could have whatever I wanted. I had burgers and fries. I also asked for a drink and they gave me some iced tea. The policeman also said to me, "I think he'll be going away for a while. He was charged with 14 offences. Finally, they were done talking to me and they drove me home in their police car. Everyone was crying when I got there." So that's riddle 1. Can you solve this spooky riddle? But leave you guys to think, and we'll move on to number 2 while you guys can ponder on the first one. So riddle 2 is called Taking Out the Trash. This morning I woke up to banging and clattering. My wife was downstairs making breakfast. She doesn't usually make this much noise. I went downstairs to the kitchen. My wife had her back to me and she was cutting something up in the sink. I said good morning, but she ignores me. Then I remembered what happened last night. She found out that I was cheating on her. We had a violent argument. So today she must be giving me the silent treatment. How long will this last? I sat down at the kitchen table and asked her when would breakfast be ready, but she continued to ignore me. Then I looked at the clock and I thought it's almost time for work. Better get ready. So I quickly hurried up the stairs, got dressed for work. When I came back downstairs, I saw my wife was in the garden doing something. I always take the trash out before I go to work, so I grabbed the big black plastic bag from the kitchen. It was unusually heavy than normally, and I don't mean she double bagged it. She used about 4 or 5 plastic bin bags. I dragged it out at the end of the driveway onto the curb. It was so heavy and my curiosity got the better of me. So I decided to untie the plastic bags and have a look what was inside. And there you guys have it. That is our second riddle. Can you figure out what the second riddle was on about? And finally we're on to our last riddle. So you can ponder the first 2 and we shall move on to our final riddle. So this riddle is called The Argument. There was a married couple who lived in an apartment building with their young daughter. The husband and wife never got along. They would always argue all the time. One day, they started to have another quarrel over something small. Their daughter was sitting on the windowsill, listening to them shout at each other again. The argument eventually turned into a big screaming match. The daughter couldn't stand to listen to this anymore, so she decided to leave. When the parents realised that their daughter was gone, they looked outside the window and they saw her outside. They felt very guilty about the situation, so they decided to follow her. But there you guys have it. Those are the 3 riddles for what I've told again. Have you guys figured the answer out already? If not, pause the video now before I tell you the answers if you guys want to figure it out for yourself than rather me giving you the answers. But if you want to know the answers and you can't figure out and you're dying, then here they are. So number 1 was called The Older Man. The girl was kidnapped and the old man was a kidnapper, and also she had been charged with 14 other previous kidnappings, and then she got brought home back to her family from the policeman. Number 2, so the man in the story talking to his wife, obviously the wife found out about the affair and then the wife killed him and he was a ghost the whole time the next day. And obviously once he opened up the plastic bag, he found his dead body as his wife had chopped it up in the morning and probably the previous night, and finishing off the last little deeds in the morning. And finally, number 3 was obviously The little girl could no longer handle her parents' arguments, so she committed suicide. Once the parents realised that she committed suicide over their arguing, the parents also decided to kill themselves and follow their daughter to the afterlife. So there you guys have it. Let's remove the spooky atmosphere, and those were our 3 spooky riddles. If you enjoyed this video, please give it an upvote and let me know if you did enjoy this video, because this one was a little bit more different, a little bit more interactive between you and I. But anyway guys, if you enjoyed this video, let me know anyway. But just remember guys, keep being awesome, keep being spooky, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!